Next, Mr. Chameleon and the vacation murder case. Tonight, we again present the famous Mr. Chameleon of Central Police Headquarters in his famous cases of crime and murder. Mr. Chameleon, as you know, is the famous and dreaded detective who frequently uses a disguise to track down a killer, a disguise which at all times is recognized by the audience. Tonight, we give you Mr. Chameleon in the vacation murder case. It is evening, and the lobby of the Surf Hotel, a seaside resort hotel very near New York City, is crowded with people passing through to the veranda to take their lunch in the fresh ocean breeze. Most of the faces are serene and laughing after the day of swimming and rest. But as the elevator opens, a tall young man with a very definite frown on his face hurries over to the desk, followed by his wife.
Clerk! Clerk!
Yes? Oh, Mr. and Mrs. Cartwell, is there something I can do for you?
My wife's been robbed.
My jewels have been taken.
Robbed?
Our
Why,
rooms ransacked, clothes thrown everywhere.
My wife and I and our baby just came back from the beach and discovered it.
My engagement ring, the one thing in the world I wouldn't want to lose. It's been stolen.
Better call the police.
Yes, the police, of course, Mr. and Mrs. Cartwell. But wait a second. Here comes Mr. Ferris.
Why, Mr. Ferris, what's happened?
My wife, she's been murdered.
Murdered?
Oh, no.
I found her strangled to death in our room.
Well, that's terrible, Mr. Ferris. Was she robbed?
I suppose she was. Our whole place was turned upside down when I came in. And my wife dead.
2 robberies and a murder in 10 minutes.
I'll call the police. No, I just remembered. Mr. Chameleon, the famous detective, happens to be here for the day. He's sitting out on the veranda. I'll get him.
And a short time later, we find Mr. Chameleon, the famous and dreaded detective of Central Police Headquarters, talking to Henry Ferris, whose wife has been murdered, and to Mr. and Mrs. Cartwell.
Now, Mr. Ferris, I'd like to get on with the questioning without delay. Can you remember the last time that you saw your wife before she was murdered?
She was sitting out on the veranda, watching me swim, and then she went into the hotel again, probably to take a rest. I didn't see her again until I found her murdered.
Mr. Ferris, did your wife have any valuable jewelry? Now, I ask this because Mr. and Mrs. Cartwell here reported a jewel robbery in this hotel just before you reported your wife's murder.
Jewels? Yes. One piece of great value, the famous Pretoria diamond.
What? The Pretoria diamond? Mr. Ferris, that represents at least $100,000. Was your wife wearing it?
She had it made into a clip, and I foolishly brought it down here to her. I don't know whether she was wearing it today or not.
You don't remember by some chance the exact time that she left the veranda and went back into the hotel, do you?
Well, no.
Mr. Chameleon.
Yes, Miss Cartwell.
I believe I saw Mrs. Ferris. She rode up in the same elevator that I did.
Do you remember the time, Mrs. Cartwell?
I believe it was about 10 after 4.
And do you by any chance remember whether she was wearing a large diamond clip?
I don't remember very well. I hate to say for sure when it's so important. I just don't remember, really. I was carrying our baby.
Please, think hard, Mrs. Cartwell. It's very important. You're sure that you don't remember any clip?
No. You say it was a clip? I don't remember her wearing any clip. Oh, I wish I could remember,
Well, if
but...
you can't, you can't. Did you see anyone besides Mrs. Ferris in the elevator? Or when you got off on the floor where you have your room?
No. No, I didn't see anyone. Oh, I guess I'm just not much help.
Anything you can remember will be help, Mrs. Cartwell.
Well, I went straight to my own room, Mr. Chameleon. I was tired of carrying the baby and came up to get the nurse to take him out in the buggy. You might ask the nurse if she saw anyone when she came down.
Yes, Alice, our nurse, might be able to give some help. She might have seen someone, Mr. Chameleon.
You say her name is Alice? Alice what, Mr. Cartwell?
Alice Gray. I think she's out on the boardwalk with the baby now.
Alice Gray, get the nurse's name down, will you, Detective Sergeant Arnold?
Right, Mr. Chameleon.
And Dave, check her after we get through here. Find out if she saw anybody when she came down with the baby.
Okay, sir.
Mrs. Cartwell, did you stay in the room after you brought the baby up?
No, I freshened up a bit and then I joined my husband back on the beach.
And you didn't see anyone in the hallway when you came down that time either?
No, I didn't see anybody.
Anybody might have seen anybody. What difference does it make? My wife's been murdered.
We want the killer caught, Mr. Pettis, and we'll succeed if everyone will answer my questions so I can get some leads. Now, I want you to think carefully. Have you formed any new acquaintances here at the hotel, Mr. Pettis? Did anyone go out of his way to meet you and your wife, or be with you?
I don't know. Nobody of any importance, anyway.
Let me decide that, will you, Mr. Pettis?
Well, there are two people, a woman named Marietta Arland and her son. His name's Reggie.
Why, we know them, too. They came over and practically forced us to play cards with them.
Yes, won a lot of money from us.
Thank you, Mr. Cartwell. You seemed a little reluctant to mention them, Mr. Pettis. Why?
Well, they're not my kind of people. There's nothing wrong with them, but...
Well, but what, Mr. Pettis?
Well, they play cards just a little too well, and the mother dresses like she was 20 instead of 60. They're just not the kind of people I like to associate with, but they're not killers, not that old woman.
Sometimes, Mr. Pettis, we're very surprised to find out who in this world are killers. Now, the Arlands played cards in your suite and in the Cartwells, both of the places where the robberies took place. That might have been just a clever way to find out where people kept their jewelry. I think I'll have a talk with them. Come along, Dave. Oh, by the way, Mr. Pettis, you're a stockbroker, aren't you?
That's right. How did you know?
That's not important. It is important that you haven't been doing so well lately, though.
What?
In fact, $100,000 would come in awfully handy, wouldn't it?
What are you talking about, Mr. Chameleon?
Nothing for sure, Mr. Ferris, except that you told me yourself that you brought that fabulous diamond here to a summer resort.
I told my wife to put it in the hotel safe, but she wouldn't.
So you say. But I know that you needed money quite badly, and this might have been your way to get that diamond.
Do you think I killed my wife?
I don't know. You could have killed her, or anybody in this hotel could have.
Do you think Ferris killed his wife for that jewel, Mr. Chameleon?
I've no idea, Dave.
Well, he seems pretty broken up.
I know. That's why I've become a little suspicious of him. He seems overly broken up for a man who has spent half of his life in the gossip columns over his marital mix-ups. Well, I guess this is the Arlands suite, Dave. Suite 33.
Sure is nice and close to the murdered woman's suite.
Mm-hmm. And to the Cartwells, too. In fact, the Arlands could have done both jobs and not had to go more than 50 feet along the corridor in either direction. Very convenient.
Want me to come in with you?
No, Dave. You go down on the boardwalk and see if you can dig up the Cartwell's nurse.
You mean Alice Gray?
Ask Miss Gray if she saw anyone in this hall when she was taking the baby down, near the time of the murder.
Leave it to me, Mr. Chameleon.
Dave, if she's friendly, make up to her a bit.
I get you.
Yes?
Are you Mrs. Marietta Arlen?
I am Mrs. Arlen.
I'd like to ask you and your son a few questions, Mrs. Arlen.
Questions? I don't understand.
I'm with the police.
Oh, well, come right in then.
What is, Mom? Someone... Oh, pardon me.
This man is undoubtedly a detective, Reggie.
Detective?
I'm Chameleon of Central Police Headquarters.
My goodness, Reggie, have you been driving too fast
It
again?
has nothing to do with your son's driving, Mrs. Arlen.
I should hope not. He's a terrible driver, but he tries, Mr. Chameleon. He's just got that...
Mrs. Arlen, Mrs. Ferris in the suite next to yours has just been murdered.
What? Mrs. Ferris? That sweet woman? Oh, who'd want to murder her?
Someone who wanted to get his hands on a little $100,000 diamond.
Well, what's that got to do with us?
Yes, what's that got to do with us? Can't I come to a hotel for a rest without having everybody bothering me about robberies and murders? Why, I just don't know why I have to put up with things like this. I don't think it's very nice of you to come around here acting as if you suspect us.
No one said that you were under suspicion.
Then what do you want to question us about, Mr. Chameleon? We're just here for a vacation.
Of course, Reggie. And now we have to be all tangled up in a murder. Why, it's outrageous. I thought this was a quiet hotel where people could come and rest, away from such awful things.
Mrs. Arlen, I understand that you and your son Reggie play some rather fancy card games.
Well, what's wrong with that? Can't a lady have some amusement to help pass her old age?
I hardly call playing for the amount of money that you do amusement.
Well, we can't help it if other people want to play for money. We don't care about little money ourselves.
Perhaps not, Reggie. Perhaps you care more for jewelry. Do you mind if I look around your rooms?
This is our suite, Mr. Chameleon. What right have the police to barge in and search through our things?
It won't help your story any if I have to send for a warrant.
Let him look if he wants to so much, Reggie, dear.
Nothing in this chest.
Of course, there's nothing in that chest or anywhere, Mr. Chameleon. It just makes me feel terrible to think that nice people have to be...
Mrs. Arlen, do you have the key to this trunk?
Give him the key, Reggie.
Here, I'll even open it.
Well, thank you.
Well, I hope you're satisfied.
I am not completely, Mrs. Arlen. Have either you or Reggie been out of this hotel in the last 2 hours?
We've been reading here in the room. Now, have you finished your investigation?
Maybe. But there's just a lot about you that strikes me as worth investigating. In fact, I think I'll phone headquarters and see if there are any records on a mother and son.
Why chase us? There are other people who have been on this floor today. People who know the Ferris and Cartwell suites as well as we do. There's one who...
Reggie? Reggie gets excited, Mr. Chameleon. He just means that there's a lot of people in the rooms on this floor.
If you don't mind, Mrs. Arlen, let's let Reggie talk for himself. Just what did you mean, Reggie?
I mean Harley Mounts, the desk clerk down the lobby. I've seen him here more than once leaving the Ferris suite when they weren't around.
Well, naturally, Harley goes into rooms. He goes into lots of rooms. He works for the hotel, doesn't he?
Harley? Well, you know him well enough to use his first name. Sometimes it's very handy to know hotel clerks by their first names, Mrs. Arlen.
I'm a friendly woman, Mr. Chameleon. I've always made it a point to know people's first names.
Yes, especially Harley Mounts.
Reggie?
Mother, I'm tired of you making eyes at him like you were a 16-year-old girl.
That diamond got out of the murdered Mrs. Ferris' room some way. A hotel clerk might make an excellent carrier.
Are you accusing us, Mr. Chameleon?
I never accuse anyone until I know, Mrs. Arlen. But I think I will go have a talk with your friend, the desk clerk, Harley Mounts.
Yes? Oh, it's you, Mr. Chameleon. Have you found any clues to the murder yet? I do hope you get whoever did this...
Mr. Mounts, there are a couple of things that I want to ask you.
Me? Oh, of course. If there's anything I can help you with, I'd be glad to.
Just how do you happen to know the Arlands?
Why, they're just friends, that's all. They're just friends.
Mm-hmm. You all seem to be great friends. Where'd you meet them?
I met them last winter in Florida. I clerk at the resort hotels there in the winter and up here in the summer.
Florida, what hotel?
I don't understand what you're getting at, Mr. Chameleon. What's the hotel I worked at in Florida got to do with all this?
I'll decide that. What hotel was it?
The Terrace. The Park Terrace.
Am I wrong, Mr. Mounts? Or wasn't that the hotel that had so many robberies last winter?
Why, it had a few, I guess.
Have you been out of this hotel since the murder and since that diamond was stolen?
No, I've been right here, and I can prove it, too.
I was afraid of that. Well, if no one has left this hotel, that diamond must still be around here. Or else whoever got it out of here had some very clever plan. But how? And, more important, who?
Desk? Mr. Mount speaking. Oh, yes, he's right here. Now, Mr. Chameleon, it's for you.
Well, thank you. Chameleon speaking.
Boy, am I glad to get hold of you, Mr. Chameleon.
What is it, Dave?
I just found that nurse, Alice Gray. I had to look all over the beach, but I finally found her pushing the baby buggy up and down the boardwalk.
Did she say that she saw anyone in the hall near the time of the murder?
She said there was a man waiting by the elevator right across from where Mrs. Ferris was strangled, but that he went back down the hall when she came out of the room.
Could she describe him?
She did better than that. She said it was Reggie Arlen.
Mr. Chameleon and the vacation murder case continues in just a moment. And now, back to Mr. Chameleon and the vacation murder case. Just as Horton Cartwell finishes reporting to the desk clerk that some jewelry has been stolen from his hotel room, another man, Henry Ferris, reports that his wife has been murdered and her fabulous diamond is missing. Chameleon, on vacation at the same hotel, finds that both have been playing cards with Marietta and Reggie Arlen, a mother and son of rather dubious character. He searches their rooms, but the stolen diamond isn't there. And now we find Mr. Chameleon with Detective Sergeant Dave Arnold in the Cartwell suite, talking to the Cartwell's nurse, Alice, who has just said the last person she saw on the hotel corridor before the murder was Reggie Arlen. Chameleon is saying,
Alice, you say it was Reggie Arlen whom you saw in the hall about the time Mrs. Ferris was murdered?
Oh, I'm positive it was, Mr. Chameleon. I wouldn't make a mistake about something as serious as this.
Reggie Arlen says that he was reading at the time of the murder, but he has only his mother for a witness.
Shall I go pick him up, Mr. Chameleon? You want me to run him and his mother in?
On what charge, Dave? We still haven't got a thing on anybody. Of course, we have Alice's statement that he was in the hall, but there's still no law against a man being in a hotel hallway.
Well, we don't seem to be getting very far on this case, do we?
We could only locate the diamond or find out how it was taken out of the hotel. I think we see Reggie again. Wait, who's that?
Oh, here you are, Mr. Chameleon. Have you found anything yet?
No, not yet, Mrs. Cartwell.
My husband and I have been trying to figure things out ourselves, but it seems we weren't born to be detectives. We've been down watching the people in the lobby. We thought you'd want to know if anyone checked out in a big hurry.
Well, that was very nice of you.
But we didn't see one person check out.
Thank you for trying to help, Mrs. Cartwell. I'm just questioning your baby's nurse, Alice Gray. Alice, was Reggie Arlen the only person that you saw in the hall? No one else at all?
He was the only person, Mr. Chameleon. There wasn't anybody else anywhere that I noticed.
My husband looked all over the beach, too, Mr. Chameleon. He tried to find people who seemed suspicious, but he said they all looked like such nice people. He said none of them looked like the kind who would steal my jewelry or Mrs. Ferris' jewelry or murder anyone.
Mrs. Cartwell, a clip made with a famous Pretoria diamond and worth $100,000 might interest a lot of people who look nice.
But murder! I can't see how anyone would murder for a diamond brooch, even if the brooch is worth $100,000.
Sometimes we're all very fooled about things. Well, I've got to get busy. Thank you again for trying to help, Mrs. Cartwell.
My husband's still down in the lobby keeping watch. I'll go down and help him. I do so want to get my engagement ring back.
Oh, what a woman.
Do you want me to stay for any more questions, Mr. Chameleon, or is it all right if I take the baby out for his buggy ride now?
Certainly, Miss Gray. You go right ahead.
Maybe I ought to go along.
I think that Alice can make out all right by herself, Dave. You come along with me.
To see Reggie?
No. We're going to see Mr. Ferris, the murdered woman's husband, again. There are a couple of things that I want to ask him that may blow this case wide open. Mr. Ferris, there are a couple of points that I want to clear up.
I've told you all I know, Mr. Chameleon. Do you have to keep asking questions all the time?
That is my way of solving a murder, Mr. Ferris. Now, first, can you tell me any more about your wife's diamond clip?
It's just a clip. It had a kind of safety pin hook on the back of it.
Clips don't work that way. Brooches always do.
Maybe so.
And you said before that you were out on the beach when your wife was murdered. Is that correct?
Yes, Mr. Chameleon, that's right.
Can you possibly remember whether everyone you saw on the beach had on a swimming suit? I mean, was there anyone who wasn't wearing a swimming suit?
On the beach? I guess they all wore bathing suits. If I remember right, though, there were several dressed people up on the boardwalk.
Do you remember anybody in particular?
What are you getting at? Are you still trying to prove I murdered my wife?
Nobody said that you murdered your wife, Mr. Ferris. But believe me, we're going to find out who did. Now, do you remember anyone in particular on that boardwalk?
I don't know. Yes. Yes, there was one character, a man in a loud silk shirt. He was cheap-looking. I remember thinking he looked awfully out of place at this resort, but he couldn't have murdered my wife. He was down on the boardwalk when it happened.
It begins to fit into the plan now. It all begins to fit.
Say, Mr. Chameleon, look out this window. To top everything else off, it's clouding up to rain. Everybody's coming in off the beach.
Well, you got it bad, Dave. Or isn't your blonde nurse out there yet?
No, she isn't out there. No nurse, no baby buggy. Guess Alice won't be out there with this rain coming up.
Now who's calling? Yes. Yes, Mr. Chameleon's here. Just a minute. It's for you.
Thank you. Chameleon speaking. Yes? Well, you say they reported it just now? Very well, Mr. Mounts, I'll take care of it. There's just been another jewel robbery.
Good Lord, another one?
Oh, there must be a gang operating here.
What move do we make now, Mr. Chameleon?
You see anybody out on that beach now, Dave?
No, of course not. There's no one out there now. It's too stormy.
Well, keep watching out there along the boardwalk. Mr. Ferris, I think that we'll have your wife's murderer very soon now.
Mr. Chameleon, there is someone out there now. It's that nurse, Alice Gray. She's wheeling that baby buggy right out of the hotel. Say, she's strolling along the boardwalk as though she didn't even care about the rain.
I thought so. Keep an eye on her, Dave. I think a man in a very gaudy silk shirt is coming to talk to her. In just a minute. A man who deals in stolen jewelry without asking questions.
You mean a fence? Are you going to disguise yourself as a fence this time, Mr. Chameleon?
That's the general idea.
Well, I don't get it. What?
I think you will in about 5 minutes, buddy. Just keep a big eye on your girlfriend. Hello, sweetheart. Giving the kids some air?
That's right. Giving the babies some air. Got any objections?
No. Except it looks pretty rainy to be taking us 12.
Then what are you out here for?
Oh, I got reasons. The same reasons you got. That is, if you got something in mind beside wheeling a baby up and down.
You know why I'm out here. Did Corkins send you? Why didn't Corkins come himself?
He's tied up, sweetheart. Won't I, though? Come on, give me the stuff.
Well, reach under the pillow and hurry up and get out of here.
Yeah, sure. Sure, sweetheart. We'll wait the same arrangement next time.
There isn't going to be any next time
What
here.
are you talking about?
Chameleon's in on this case. I'm pulling out of here.
Does he know anything?
I don't know, but it's getting too hot since we had to knock off that Ferris woman. I'll contact you from someplace else.
I don't think that will be necessary, Alice Gray.
What?
Where you're going, you won't need contacts for a long time.
What? Well, you're Mr. Chameleon.
That's right, Alice Gray. Chameleon the cop. The real fence ought to be along any moment
What?
now. Oh, yes. I'm not mistaken. Here he comes along the boardwalk now. Don't try anything, Alice.
Hey, Alice, I'm late. Hey, who are you? Who's this guy?
He's...
Chameleon of Central Police Headquarters. And I take it that you're Corkins, the man who disposes of stolen jewelry for this ring.
Well,
Don't move, Corkins. It's not healthy with this gun pointed at you.
You haven't a thing on us. Not a thing.
Don't be foolish, Alice Gray. I have enough to put you on trial for murder. I just took that $100,000 Pretoria diamond for which murder was committed out of this baby buggy.
Here are Mr. and Mrs. Cartwell, Mr. Chameleon.
What is this? What's happened?
Yes, Mr. Chameleon, what is it?
I've just taken the $100,000 Pretoria diamond for which a woman was murdered out of your baby's pram, Mr. and Mrs. Cartwell.
You don't mean Alice Gray, our nurse?
I told my husband not to hire that girl, Mr. Chameleon. I was afraid of her from the beginning.
You what? Now listen to me, Mr. Chameleon.
That's enough from you, Alice.
And to think my baby's nurse is a jewel thief.
And a murderess. Mr. Chameleon, I know it's true, but it seems impossible.
I'll tell you what's impossible, Cartwell.
I'll finish the story, Alice. But first, Detective Sergeant Arnold. Dave, put the handcuffs on Mrs. Cartwell.
Handcuffs on me?
Yes, you, Mrs. Cartwell.
Are you crazy, Chameleon? Let my wife alone.
And incidentally, Cartwell, if you don't get your hand off that gun in your pocket, I'll put a bullet in you. You've never been nearer death in your life.
He killed Mrs. Ferris, Mr. Chameleon. He killed her, I tell you.
Shut up, Alice, you lying fool!
And I have to thank Mrs. Cartwell for putting me onto the solution of one of the rarely clever murder cases of my experience.
Me?
When I purposely referred to the murdered woman's jewel as a clip, you referred to it as a brooch. And brooch is what it was. If you hadn't seen it, and you said that you hadn't, you wouldn't have known that it was a brooch.
But I did.
And then, when you were always so anxious to get the baby out of the hotel in his buggy, It occurred to me there couldn't be a more clever way to get a stolen jewel out of the place and into a fence's hands than in a baby buggy.
But that doesn't prove murder, Chameleon.
You'll find that it does, Cartwell, when you, your wife, and your accomplice, Alice Gray, go on trial for murder. And thank you again, Mrs. Cartwell. You made my one-day vacation at the seashore a highly interesting day. Take them all in, Dave.
And with these words, Mr. Chameleon concludes tonight's murder case. The part of Mr. Chameleon is played by Carl Swenson, with dialogue by Cheryl Hendricks and Frank Hummert, from the original story by Frank and Ann Hummert. Music directed by Victor Arden. Your announcer is Warren Sweeney. And this is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.